And joining us now is MP Dunleavey, author of Money Can Buy Happiness. And MP, good morning. Good to see you. Tell me what's a happiness portfolio?
Well, in the book, I put forth this idea that happiness is actually a financial choice. It's a series of financial choices. And I want people to think like the same way an investor thinks about his or her portfolio. You can think about your own happiness as a variety of sectors throughout your life. For example, your time, your health, your connections to others. This is kind of a fun exercise. This is a way to look at where your resources are going. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to take a glass of water and then name 4 top priorities in your own life right now. And why don't you show me how are they allocated right now?
Well, let's see.
You know, is it all equal?
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Doing career now.
Okay.
A lot of physical fitness, a lot of family.
When you look at how these are allocated, are these the things in life that really make you happiest? Here's, for example, a sample glass of something else you might want to put your money or your time into. You know, is there something else that makes you happy besides these things? Would you trade an hour of physical fitness to maybe have an hour of piano on a Saturday?
I would.
It's not so hard when we start to break it down.
Millions of people turn to MP Dunleavey for her advice on all sorts of money matters.
The truth is, turning to credit in order to bail yourself out for an emergency is never a way to go. For example, if someone were to lose their job, if there were medical expenses, those are the kinds of expenses where they can go up very, very quickly. You don't want to be putting that on a card at a high interest rate. Pick a card, any card, at 15%, and you plan to pay it off in a year. In order to pay off $11,000 in debt, you actually need a whole lot more in income. That's because you're paying your debt with after-tax dollars. In order to generate the actual cash for your debt, you have to come up with $16,400 at least. My husband and I have a trick where we take every $5 bill that we get. Let's say, you know, you change a 20 and you get a couple of 5s. We put it into a coffee can in the cupboard and we don't touch it. But we always have an idea of how we're going to spend that money. And you would be amazed at how quickly $5 bills can add up. I mean, we have bought plane tickets. We have bought a new rug. We're planning to buy a new stereo. I write a column twice a month that tackles the real-life financial issues of real women. The most common financial issue that I find across the board is people feel stretched. I think the reason the Women in Red method is working has something to do with making people feel less isolated. And this is a forum, this is a place where you can go where everybody shares your problems. Everybody knows what you're going through because they're going through it too. 40% of Americans find the whole topic of life insurance far too complex and they're terrified of making the wrong decision, which is why they don't have any. And that's why we didn't have any. So I did some research to find out the best possible policy for a small family of modest means with the least amount of hassle. My husband and I decided to go with a 20-year level term policy for $500,000 each. The total cost for both of us together, $62 a month. For precious peace of mind. So it's not about not having things, it's about really using your resources toward the thing that's going to absolutely enrich your life.
So money can buy happiness.
Yes.
Yeah, as long as we know where it's going. Thank you so much, MP, for coming in.
Thank you so much.